Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we're talking 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After Season 8 Episode 12. Pornocchio. Okay, weird name. Weird name for a title. But yeah, we're just gonna get on right on to it. And like I said in my last video for Catfish, I apologize for not doing a full-blown recap for Happily Ever After last week. Last week was just a busy weekend, and we were celebrating my birthday and stuff, but I'm back this week at it. So this episode, we'll start with, we're going to start with, I'm going to start with Rob and Sophie. All right, so this episode, Rob basically is, his friend Tarai came down to Texas for work, and he met up with Rob, and we met Tarai last season on the 90 Days. And they were just sitting there talking, and they're just like really questioning like Sophie's motives of being here. Rob's friend Tarai feels like Sophie's like really here for a green card basically and stuff. And Rob doesn't want to believe that, but it's starting to feel like ever since they got married, they spent more time apart than they have together. Rob feels like it's just been a toxic boyfriend girlfriend relationship instead of a marriage and stuff, which I agree. I feel like that's what it's really been and stuff. So they talked. While they were talking on the other end of it, Sophie and her friend Kay and her mom were talking, and they were having their debate about whether she should stay in this marriage or not and stuff. Now we all know Sophie's mom Claire really can't stand Rob and stuff and everything, and her friend Kay was like, we don't need men. We don't need men. We can make it on our own. And both Sophie and Rob said this. They both want to hold on to how they were, their old selves. And Sophie said that's why she doesn't want to leave Rob yet, because she likes the old Rob. And I think Rob said the same thing. Like he likes her old Sophie and stuff. And of course her mom Claire had to call her delusional. And I'm over Sophie's mom Claire. Like for real, she was just in prison for a few days on how much she hates Rob so much that she actually had to spend 5 days in prison because of that, basically. So like it's just ridiculous that your hatred for somebody has gotten so bad that it ended up putting you in jail because you hate somebody so bad. Like that's just ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. So I'm going to leave it at that with them. Next couple I want to talk is Angela and Michael. So last week, Michael had his spousal visa interview. He didn't get the visa right away, but he didn't get denied, but he didn't get approved. Basically, like, he transferred it to another city without telling Angela, which pissed off Angela, and she had a big meltdown. He said that they're investigating their first, like, K1 visa interview on why that got denied and stuff. And, Angela's having a fit because, like, Michael didn't leave everything where it was at, which I understand her point. And, like, they said that it's going to take them a couple weeks for an answer on the visa. And he told Angela to go home and stuff. And so this episode, they're still fighting over that and everything. She calls her daughter Skyla, and Skyla just basically saying Michael is scamming you. Like, he's using you, he's scamming you. Like, I don't trust him. And Angela doesn't want to believe that, but she says she'll figure it out on her own. And Michael tries to talk to her, but you know how Angela is, so it didn't go over too well, and that was that, basically. So, I mean, the spoiler alert, we all know what's happening with Angela and Michael, but I don't know, certain things are just still not adding up with that right now, so So, and I think Angela is gonna do some more digging and find some things on Michael next week that we'll see. So, I don't know. We will see. We will see. So, again, I'm just gonna leave it at that with them. So that was Angela and Michael. Next couple I want to talk is Ashley and Manuel. So last week, Ashley confessed, I've been extremely hard on Ashley, and rightfully so. But I now understand why she's being the way she is. Last week, she had revealed that her father wasn't in her life, her biological father wasn't in her life, and now on top of that, he ended his life, basically. And I see why she's so like guarded with Manuel and how he is and stuff. So they want to have a post-nup agreement. So this episode they go to an attorney's office to talk to a lawyer about getting a post-nuptial agreement. And they're talking about their finances and whatever. The big storyline, Manuel keeps hiding things and wants to send money to his family back in Ecuador. So, like Ashley's just getting to the point where it's just costing too much and this, and that. And she wants to protect herself and protect her business and stuff. So they're at the lawyer's office, and she mentions to him that she has 3 degrees, and she runs her own business, and that she doesn't want to give Manuel the business, like automatically have the business unless she really, really decides to give it to him. And so the lawyer said that just basically with any married couple, like when you're married, if you don't sign any kind of agreement, like if y'all were to get divorced, it's half and half. It's half property since y'all were married and stuff and everything. So signing a post-nup like will cover that for her basically. Then here's where the bombshell dropped. Ashley revealed that she has $100,000 in debt with student loans. Now we all in debt with student loans. That's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, that's a little bit much, but still, we all in debt with student loans. That's just that's just a thing. When Manuel heard that, he was shocked. He was like, $100,000? Are you kidding me? And Manuel made up a great point. He was like, look, you questioning me, but like you're the one who would be making all the money, and you be spending. We get $3,000, and you be spending 2,000 of it, like right for shopping, for clothes, your witch stuff, like coffee and everything, and you had $100,000 in debt. And girl, get the heck out of here. And that was actually a good point, Manuel. See, Manuel's not as slow as we think. He's smart about that. So he was just like, you know what? Let's just draft this right now. I do want to say, Manuel's like, I do want to sign a post-nup. Forget this. I thought that was funny. And Ashley's like, he can turn it around on me all he wants, but he still be asking to send money to his family and stuff. And realistically, and judging by the previews, next week he wants more money, about like $300 to send to his family, and she's over it. But realistically, if they could agree to like send $300 over to Ecuador a month, I would say a month, not a paycheck, but a month. Like, that's really not that bad, in my opinion, and that will go a long way, and that goes a long way in Ecuador, basically. So, just saying. So maybe Ashley needs to really think about that. So yeah. But I still stand corrected on how I feel about Ashley. So yeah, that was that. The next couple I want to talk is Lauren and Alexi. So as we all know, Lauren had her mommy makeover surgery last week. The baby, she got to see the babies for the first time after the surgery, and it was a little emotional for her, and rightfully so. This episode, she's 3 weeks after the surgery, and I totally forgotten about this until the episode aired. While these scenes were filming, as we know, Alexi, he is from Israel, and I totally forgotten about the war that was going over there with them and Hamas. Um, so Alexi's father is in America, but his mother is over in Israel with all that crap going on. So, Alexi, he was watching the news. They were all watching the news. They got really emotional. He had to video chat his mom to make sure she was okay. He said that the mom said that we're okay. Like we're going to go to a bomb shelter if we need to. We're packed up. We have a to-go bag and everything. We're prepared and everything. Alexi, since he's been in America, like he used to be like like in like firefighter and EMT when he was in Israel, and he saved like a lot of people's lives before he was considering like going back to Israel to help fight for this, but like he considered it, but I just don't think it'd be a good idea. And with his father there, they didn't change his flight. Like his father was going to go back quick, but they said no, like let's just stay to the time that you had planned and just stay here with us basically. So they're watching the news like Lauren and Alexi. They were just like really emotional with that, and that's sad to see like your country like just be bombing. Like we had the war in Ukraine. I got to check on that. I haven't heard any update on the war in Ukraine too. So then because this war in Israel took over on that one. So I gotta do a little bit more research to let's see what the update, because I haven't heard anything for a while from then to now. So yeah, so it was really emotional. I really felt bad for Alexi and Lauren in that moment because it is scary, it is scary. So that was Lauren and Alexi. Next couple I'm going to talk is Emily and Kobe. So Emily and Kobe, now they're about to play. They finally made a deal on the bride price, staying with the parents. But now Emily wants to meet up with Kobe's ex, because she wants to know if he lied to her in the beginning of the relationship, and whatnot. And Kobe was just sitting there like it's like Emily asked Kobe, they walked on this beach where he took his ex before, and asked like, well, what did you do with your ex? Did you bring her here and stuff? And how would you feel if you found out I was talking to somebody else like before we started dating or whatever and didn't know about it? And Kobe was like, I would take your word for it because you're my wife and I love you. And if I didn't know, I would find out by myself. We don't need to be doing all this. And Emily said, he's right, but she's like, I'm not gonna let this go until I know the truth. So he had a girlfriend for like 7 years, and didn't she wants to know, did they really break up like before Kobe her and Kobe got together in China, basically. Realistically, they're married, they have 3 kids, they're about to get remarried. This is just something just to fill in the slots for them, I think. And like I said, it takes a lot for me to say this. All this is just TV based and stuff and whatever. It takes a lot for me to say that, but I think that's because there ain't nothing wrong with Emily and Kobe's relationship. We see them on Pillow Talk having fun. I see them on Instagram taking them and the kids and stuff. They're doing fine. They are doing fine. So we'll just leave it at that with Emily and Kobe. Next couple I want to talk is Patrick and Thais. They one of my favorite couples. Now as we know, they're in Brazil. Families meeting together. Their baby's birthday party coming up. John is in town, and this episode, they talk about, I guess like they had like a little party the night before, and John had ate the cake with his ate Elise's cake with his fingers, which is disgusting, and had a lot of dishes, and Thais made him clean up everything and stuff. And so they take a ride. To Patrick's father's property and stuff, and everything with John and stuff, and they want to have the daughter's birthday party at his ranch, but Patrick's father, Jose, like keeps wanting Patrick and John to do like a lot of work around the house. He wants them to trim the trees, like fix the walls, like fix the pathway and stuff. And like Patrick doesn't mind doing it, but John does mind because John is like, well, you never been here in our lives, and you want us to do all this stuff. And Thais is like, this is a bit much, like especially for a little kid's birthday party. Like we don't need to. We just spent a lot of money on the food, tables and chairs and stuff for this party and stuff. Like, come on. And finally, like John and Thais came together on this one and agreed and sided with each other that this was just too much and everything. And Patrick's like, oh, we gotta help family. It's family. We gotta be family. And but they made a good point. Like the father, I think, is taking advantage of them because Patrick and Thais are already like giving him money, like for that, like for that rental property that they got, basically when they go down there. So it's just a little bit much. But Patrick has a good heart and stuff. But you know, I see where both John and Thais are coming from, basically. So we'll see how that figures that out. I think, judging by the previews of next week, it's not going to end well. Like, well, I think like Thais' father is going to really reel into Patrick's father. So this is going to be, I'm curious to see how that goes. So yeah, that was Patrick and Thais. And the last couple we're going to talk is freaking Gina and Jasmine. I'm over it with them. I'm over it with them. I for a while I thought it's been funny for a while, but based on the fact that Jasmine has her little outbursts and stuff and everything, like she wants to enter last week. She wants to enter in this beauty pageant. Gina says like he had to see what the money is like. Now Jasmine is calling Gina controlling because she feels like he has all the power and won't let her do anything. He quit his job. Now this is where I'm starting to see a little bit more Jasmine's point, a little bit, just a tiny bit. He quit his job so he could be with Jasmine during her first 90 days and whatever. But it's now time for him to go back to work. So last week they went to the gym and their workout got cut short and Jasmine was irritated. They went to get some smoothies and Jasmine threw her smoothie at Gina's new shoes and his leg and stuff. This episode, they go to Gina's family reunion. Gina is asking Jasmine, can we please not fight and everything. Jasmine was just like, I'm not going to put on a front in front of your family, basically. They get to their family reunion and do little family activities and stuff. Then they have a sit down, and Jasmine reveals that I'm not going to pretend that we're happy, Gina, because we're not. Because I got to be honest to your family. He wants me to. I want to enter this pageant. He won't let me because of the finances and stuff. And Gina's family was actually on Jasmine's side for once. They said, well, Gina, like, she flew here from Panama and you quit your job. And the least she could, and like, she likes to work out. So what's the big deal taking her to the gym? He's like, it's a lot of work driving someone back and forth to the gym. And they were like, well, Gina, that's your job. And he's like, yeah, but it's a lot. Like, Gina, it's your job. Like, come on now. Like, and if she wants to do a couple things, he's like, I took her out to the movies the other day. That was a lot. Bro, that is not no lot. Come on now. Like, now he's just starting to sound like a kid now. He's 55 years old, and he's starting to sound like a kid. So, and everything. And, yeah, they basically said Jasmine, they were on Jasmine's side. Then all of a sudden, Gina brings up their intimate life, which was kind of crazy because they weren't talking about intimacy. And he keeps revealing to Jasmine that Jasmine keeps saying hurtful things, and that's why he doesn't want to be intimate, and that's why he can't be intimate. And I can understand that, but who was talking about intimacy? They were not talking about intimacy at all. So I don't know where that came from. So then later, Gina and Jasmine had their own conversation about it, and Jasmine said, "If you want to go there, we could go there. You have an addiction to porn." So and he keeps on saying, "No, I don't. You have a no. You keep saying hurtful things." And he is actually yelling, and Jasmine's like, "Gina, quit yelling. You always tell me not to yell. I'm not yelling. You're yelling and stuff." And he was like, "No, well, you're not listening and stuff and everything. I'm tired of you. This, and that." So I don't know. It was just they just been a hot mess, and like I don't know, like the last 90 Day from season 10 of 90 Day Fiance to this season Happily Ever After, just gives me season 8 vibes of 90 Day and season 6 of Happily Ever After vibes. Gina and Jasmine, Rob and Sophie, and Ashley and Manuel have ruined like Happily Ever After for me, because like they're not doing good. Gina and Jasmine and Rob and Sophie are going to be on the last resort, and that's what's rumored. So it's just so annoying. Like I cannot stand like the bickering and the fighting. Rob and Sophie just need to break up, and it's just draining. This is why I like seeing Emily and Kobe more, Lauren and Alexi more, and even Patrick and Thais more, because it's more about the love. Even though Patrick and Thais got some little in law tags, it's it's not that bad with Patrick and Thais either. Angela and Michael, you know it's just typical with them. So, but it is what it is. So yeah, guys, that is the end of my review. We did not see Ed and Liz in this episode, or Nicole and Mahmoud. I think we're done with Nicole and Mahmoud for the rest of the season. Um, but yeah, Ed and Liz is about to go crazy with them and stuff. So we still got a long ways to go before the tell all. So and we also have some breaking news, and I'll do a separate video. I'll talk about this later. But 90 Day Fiance season 6 of The Other Way is coming back. They dropped the trailer last week. I'll do a report on who the couples are. There are going to be 2 returning couples. One of them will be Sarper and Shekinah, which I'm not happy about. And the other couple is going to be, this couple I am happy about, is Statler and Dempsey. And then we have 4 more new couples. I'll read their bios on another video, because I gotta go now. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back on tomorrow to recap Catfish. So until then, y'all stay safe and have a good one. Bye, y'all.